Okay. Hello everyone. Today I am here at Supreme Court and I am with Mr. Nadumpara. Sir, I have read your article and you have said why
The basic structure
the
theory,
basic logic theory is a laughable one.
yes, I said nothing is more laughable than the basic structure theory. The basic structure theory, Justice Chandrachud says, is the North Star. I say it is a most laughable theory. And I can demonstrate it in just than 3 minutes. Before the basic structure theory, if one were to approach the Supreme Court, the judges would certainly ask, why, for instance, our basic structure, Prashant Bhushan or Fali Nariman, whoever comes, why are you Mr. Nariman here? Or why are you Mr. Prashant Bhushan here? Or why are you Mr. Kapil Sibal here? If it were prior to the basic structure theory, they would say, my lords, my fundamental right is infringed. My liberty is, I am in jail, or my client is in jail. That's why I am here. After Kesavananda Bharati, Prashant Bhushan comes, Fali Nariman comes, Kapil Sibal comes, and many others, then Upadhyaya, Ashwini Upadhyaya, all they all come. And he said, the judge would ask, why are you here? My lords, none of my basic structure, none of my fundamental rights are infringed. None of my fundamental rights are infringed. But the basic structure of this country has been abrogated. The basic structure is infringed. Now, if I were a judge, I would ask him, Mr. Kapil Sibal, if the basic structure has not only infringed, it has collapsed, fallen reduced to dust. But if that has not resulted in the infringement of your fundamental rights, if none of your fundamental rights are infringed, how are you concerned? Let it be, the basic structure be reduced to ashes, reduced to dust. If none of your fundamental rights are violated, why are you concerned? So therefore, it is as absurd. See, the basic jurisprudence is, who can go to a court? I don't have to ask a law student, a man in the street. You say, any person whose rights are infringed. So, right remedy forum. If my rights are infringed, and if my fundamental rights are infringed, without recourse to any other court, I can come to the Supreme Court under Article 32. And now, every petition under Article 32 for complaining violation of fundamental rights are dismissed. Sometimes cost is imposed. On the contrary, all sorts of petitions which expressly say that none of my rights are infringed, none of my fundamental rights are infringed, are entertained and matters are heard for days and months, and on the contrary, petitions alleging violation of fundamental rights are straightaway dismissed. This is the greatest tamasha. So I cannot think of a greater joke than what is happening in the highest court of this country. And why this basic structure theory become so popular and is such a great weapon? Because using that only the collegium came into existence. Using that only the judges have invented a system where they can appoint themselves. Using that only they can strike down the laws enacted by the parliament. The NJAC was struck down, saying that the basic structure of the constitution is infringed. So the judiciary usurped to themselves the power of the parliament to enact laws, amend the constitution, and vested all powers to themselves using this basic structure theory. Nothing could be more. To say it merely laughable is it is too soft an expression. I should say, with the greatest responsibility, that nothing could be a greater fraud than the basic structure theory, and we must expose this absolutely absurd theory and restore the Article 32, and that Article 32 shall be available for enforcement of fundamental right. When you and I our fundamental rights are infringed, liberties are infringed, and that alone, that Article 32 should be allowed to be used. All other petitions, PIL, all abuse of Article 32 it shall never be entertained, and the court shall refrain from entering into the matters of governance. Leave it to the elected government. If the government is bad, if the Modi is incompetent and has failed to deliver, so to the state governments, the people of this country, they have the mandate to change the government. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insights.